Safe Place of the Permian Basin is in the business of changing lives, and with the help of the United Way's innovative grant program, more domestic violence victims have a chance at a new life. According to a survey by the CDC, more than 1 in 3 women and more than 1 in 4 men in the U.S. have experienced rape, physical violence, and/or stalking by an intimate partner. And Safe Place has resources in 15 counties across the basin, helping those looking to escape these dangerous situations. I had a chance to sit down with the Director of Development to learn more about their shelter and the impact they have on our community.
They need a way out of the situation that may be very, very harmful or even, fatal to them and or their children.
Leanna Good, the Director of Development, says for the past 42 years, Safe Place of the Permian Basin has been helping people break the cycle of family violence. They're working with families in their greatest time of need.
People would be surprised at the variety of situations that we find walking through our doors, whether it's an elderly person who's a victim of violence from their children, which does happen, all the way down to people who've moved to the Permian Basin recently because of the oil boom, but still have no family here if they're in a violent situation to turn back to.
Safe Place provides families with everything they need, from transportation to job opportunities.
If they come here with only the clothing on their back when they arrive, we have ways to help them with that sort of thing.
But most importantly, a safe place to stay without fear of harm. With the help of organizations like United Way, they were able to get $5,000 worth of mattresses.
So this is the kind of thing that we need constantly, whether the mattresses get soiled, whether there's occasional bed bug problem and you have to, take out everything and replace it with something new. That's an ongoing maintenance issue. So I can't tell you how much what the United Way did for us means to the comfort of our clients.
To these women and families who walk through the doors, a mattress becomes a safe haven.
But this bed held me as I cried and kept my sleeping daughter and me close on nights when things felt lonely or hopeless. The window that faces the cemetery may seem grim, but was just a reminder of how important my decision to leave was and how different my story could have ended. This room became my safe haven. If someone were experiencing domestic abuse, first of all, don't take it. Reach out to a friend, to a church, to a police department, to us. We have a 24-hour hotline that they can come through. They don't have to be alone, I guess, is the biggest message.
And if you or someone you know needs help, you can reach out to the 24-hour emergency hotline. We have that number on your screen. It's 1-800-967-8928. We will also have information and resources on yourbasin.com. There are even options on the Safe Place website to learn more about how to clear your browser history. And if you are interested in helping organizations like Safe Place, United Way of Midland is hosting their annual Power of the Purse fundraiser, where 100% of the net profits go to their innovative grants directly. I'm honored to MC the event on April 2nd, and for a chance to win a designer purse, RSVP by March 19th and visit yourbasin.com. There you can also see how you can win a free ticket to the event.